Hello everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to find the area of circles. So actually this is the formula that we're going to use, pi times r squared. What is r? R is the radius of the circle. Okay, so the formula that we're going to use for the area of a circle is pi times r squared. Again, r is the radius. And what is r squared? R squared is actually r times r. Okay, we multiply r by itself twice to get the r squared. All right. So another information that we need to know, in some questions you may be given the diameter. All right. So let's remember the diameter is always 2 times radius. 2 times radius, because the diameter actually is this length. Okay, this length. So this is gonna be the diameter. So we can use the letter D for diameter. So if the diameter is given in the question, then you can divide diameter by 2 to get the radius. So diameter divided by 2 is going to be the radius. After you find the radius, then you can find the r squared, and then you can multiply that by pi. Okay, in all these questions we are going to use pi is equal to 3.14. Okay, in the following questions pi is always 3.14. Right, so let's start with this example. The radius of a circle is 1 millimeter. What is the circle's area? So radius is 1 millimeter. So the area is pi times r squared. First, let's find the r squared, okay? So r is equal to 1 millimeter. Then r squared is going to be, we multiply r by itself twice, right? So it's going to be r times r. So r squared is going to be, r is 1. I'm going to replace r by 1. 1 times 1. So the r squared is going to be, 1 times 1 is going to be just 1. Okay. So then the area of this circle is going to be, so pi is 3.14. 3.14. I'm going to use brackets. Times, then the r squared is just 1. R squared is 1. Okay. So if I multiply 3.14 by 1, I'm going to get 3.14 square millimeters. Okay, the answer is going to be 3.14 square millimeters. All right, so let's do the next. The radius of a circle is 7 millimeters. As you can see, the radius is given. Let's remember the area. The formula of the area is pi times r squared. Then let's first find the r squared. So the r squared is going to be, it is r times r, right? So r is given actually here. It is 7. R is equal to 7 millimeters. So let me write it down here. R is equal to 7 millimeters. So r squared is going to be r times r, which is 7 times 7. So r squared is going to be 49. So now, as you can see, the area of this circle is going to be pi times r squared, which is pi is 3.14. 3.14 times 49. 49. All right, so let's multiply 3.14 by 49, and let's write the answer. 3.14 times 49, it's going to be 153.86. So square millimeters. Square millimeters. This is going to be the answer. So the next one, in this example, the diameter is given. Okay, so as you can see, if the diameter is 8 millimeters, you see here, if the diameter is 8 millimeters, then the radius is always diameter divided by 2. Okay? The radius is diameter divided by 2. So if you divide 8 by 2, so R is going to be 8 divided by 2, because the diameter is 8 miles in this problem. 8 miles. 8 over 2, 4 miles. So the R is going to be 4 miles. So for the area of this circle, we need pi r squared. We know that pi is equal to 3.14. And this is multiplication. So we have to write the r squared here. Okay? So if r is 4, then r squared is going to be, you know, it's going to be r times r. So the r squared is going to be 4 times 4. So r squared is going to be 4 times 4 is 16. So 3.14 times 16. So 3.14 times 16, 3.14 times 16 is going to be equal to 50.24. 50.24 square miles. Okay? This is the answer. Alright, let's look at this example. The diameter of a circle is 38 yards. What is the circle's area? So the area, pi times r squared. We need the radius, okay? So the radius is always diameter divided by 2. So the diameter is 38 yards. So the radius is going to be 38 divided by 2. So r is going to be 19, right? I'm going to need r squared, which is r times r. So the r squared is going to be 19 times 19. So the r squared is going to be 19 times 19 is going to be 361. Okay? So the pi is 3.14. 3.14 times r squared is 361. 361. So let's multiply 361 by 3.14. That's going to be 1133.54. So the answer is going to be 1133.154 square yards. Square yards. Right, let's solve this example. This is our last example. The radius is given, as you can see. So we can write that r is equal to 13 feet. So the r squared is going to be r times r. So the r squared is going to be 13 times 13. So r squared is going to be 169. So the area of this circle is going to be pi times r squared. So pi is 3.14. 3.14 times r squared is 169. So 3.14 times 169. 3.14 times 169 is 530.66. So the area of this circle is going to be 530.66 square feet. Square feet.